We are live. Welcome to the Spinning Backfist MMA show for Tuesday, November 18th. It is Robbie Fox, Jack Mack, and Big Ev back again to talk UFC 322 this past weekend. Big brawl, obviously. Some big fights. Islam Makhachev and Valentina Shevchenko both are who we thought they were. Completely dominant performances. We'll get into that. We'll get into this weekend's upcoming card. We'll talk about it all, but not before we tell you about New Amsterdam Vodka. We love it. This episode is brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka. It's the official vodka of Barstool Sports, the official vodka of the UFC, and in our opinion, it is the official vodka of winning. It is a champion vodka that when you match it up against any other vodka, it is a knockout for New Amsterdam. They say a TKO. I say it's a straight walk-off KO.
Yep.
Whether you're catching
like Carlos Prates.
Straight up Carlos Prates. It even throws in the one extra shot on the ground like that too. Whether you're catching the pay-per-view fight at your favorite bar or just hanging at home listening to us talk about it, celebrate your wins with the insanely smooth New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins with New Amsterdam. We've been saying it. Sponsor of Barstool Sports. Pink Whitney, obviously great product. Their normal vodka, great product as well. Pink Whitney will be fueling the Pup Punk show on Friday night in Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Sold out. Can't get tickets anymore. That's nice. We don't have to worry about that. And we don't have to worry about
but there's going to be a lot of people having fun there.
Drink choices.
Drinking some New Amsterdam. Pink Whitney.
We got that locked and loaded already. We know it's going to be Pink Whitney. All right. Where do we even start? Do we start with Islam? Do we start with the brawl? Do we start with Carlos Prates and who gets the next title shot at 170? Do we start with Dana White saying Francis Ngannou put his hands on him?
When did you say that?
Like I saw the clip like an hour ago on Schultz's podcast. Said they were in a meeting and Francis like grabbed him by the shirt and he said like, get your fucking hands off me. Crazy.
Wow.
Well, they come out just like today?
Yeah. I saw it like an hour ago.
So I was going to say, I knew his podcast comes out like early in the week. That makes sense.
Wow.
And they would obviously.
Before we get into everything,
it's on Happy Punch right now.
One of my favorite clips ever is Habib talking with Umar about Umar reading about
the book,
Sicilian Mafia.
Amazing.
Guys.
This like kind of went viral on MMA Twitter last night for Islam and Khabib getting into a fight before the main event.
And then Umar is like he was not a villain. He was a patron for the people. and I was like, that was like, am I watching The Sopranos?
Habib's face, the way his eyes like went like crazy. One of the comments was like he looked like Abraham Lincoln all of a sudden. Like the way his eyes widened were like crazy. It's such a funny clip, and it's funny. I was actually talking to YP this week about Habib and Islam. He's a big MMA guy now. And he was talking about just like the discipline required and like Habib or Islam's like quarters, like training quarters, and how crazy that was. Almost like 3 guys to a room, like it was a jail. And I said, I think I would rather be in jail than have to train with Islam. You'd have to do the workouts with him. Like, it's crazy. But I said there's just this training discipline wise where it's like, it's not the alcohol and the drug temptations and the partying temptations that most people have. It's just like the living life temptations. This guy just wants to read a book. And Khabib's like, you're wasting your time, man. Why are you reading books? You got to get back to training.
Stop hanging out.
Yeah, literally. He's like, and then Islam brings up the soccer matches. Habib like going to football games, taking the jet and stuff, which was funny. The whole clip was funny. And it also just goes to show like the nonchalant vibe right before he goes out and dominates the guy.
So that was like was on the day of the fight. Yeah. And then they were also discussing Habib said, you don't need this knowledge. And then Islam said, yeah, he didn't even let me study in school. But Islam was on his side. He was like, oh, it's increasing your worldview. It's helping with your Russian, he said. Unbelievable stuff. A hilarious clip. Abu Bakr said these guys, forget his exact quote, but he said these guys have been herding sheep their entire lives on the mountains of Dagestan, and they come to New York City and they're talking about Sicilian mafiosos. But Umar goes like he wasn't a villain, he was a patron of the people. And then Islam was like he was Robin Hood. I want to know who
the rich gives to the poor.
I want to know who it was.
I know. What book was he reading? They did mention like, because at the end he's like, and I'm reading another book too. He's like trying to brag to the cameraman. Habib was making me laugh too when he was giving him the cut this, brother.
Oh yeah,
cut this. He just kept doing that. That was a really funny clip. And then, I mean, again, like Islam goes out minutes later, dominates JDM. We were talking afterwards how it was kind of like DDP Hamzat all over again in terms of the vibe, the
big time
energy in the building. Like everyone's standing for the walkouts, people going nuts. And then the fight is just so dominant that even the Islam fans don't have like much to cheer for mid-fight. It's just a lot of domination, laying. I don't want to say laying and praying. I'm not saying that in a bad way. It was just a lot of him laying on top of JDM not being able to get up, not being able to.
It wasn't lane prey, but I agree with the aspect that he didn't do a lot on the top.
No, I mean, I think he advanced position more than Valentina.
It's fair.
But it was like those two fights were pretty similar back to back in style.
You know how many significant strikes he had?
Islam?
I know.
No, I have no idea. 25?
30.
Yeah, I'm nailed it. I thought it was like 27 or 28.
I guess 38.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, I don't want to call it a bummer. Like it's always tough to call like a dominant performance like that a bummer. But after the crazy 4 knockouts we got in the lead up to the 2 co-main and main event, it was like a weird way to like end the night.
Well, that's
like we were building up to a crescendo and then it just like flatlined.
Well, that's also why it paralleled the DDP Hamzat fight so much.
Yeah, totally.
Because you were coming off like back-to-back spinning elbows from Prates and Leron Murphy.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden you just get this like even though it was a great performance in the sense of like pitching a shutout, it still was boring.
Yeah.
Like I hate when people get too like, oh, like you just don't respect like the game, like the mixed martial arts. Like you can be a fan that watches all this, so be like, yeah, he dominated him, but the fight wasn't exciting at all. It was
agreed.
And there's not one person watching that fight unless you just bet on Islam and we're just like cheering because it was the easiest. Like he should have been minus $1 billion the way it played out.
And there wasn't some amazing takedown at any point. They were all very basic takedowns.
Yeah.
The most maddening point of the fight for me was when JDM tried to take him down in the second and then ended up on bottom. JDM just, I don't think he was hurt, but he just wasn't. He was, I think,
broken by the end.
I think Islam just broke him, and it was unfortunate. We obviously got to interview JDM. He's a great guy. He'll be back. I mean, Islam even said it. I mean, at the end of the day, JDM's 28.
Yeah.
Islam's 35, 36. And JDM can really improve. The Craig Jones stuff is very funny.
I'm giving him the 2 to 3 years in Dagestan.
2 to 3 years. And then Islam said it again today, or tweeted out. It may have been Ali who tweeted it out. But Ali said that Craig Jones should be deported from Australia, which I don't know if Ali should be joking about anything like that.
Didn't someone just say, who did I text you guys? Someone said, because of the fight, they said Dylan Dennis should be deported from America. It's like, where would he go? He's an American guy.
Yeah, and then also Ali brought up
Ali brought up Jersey.
Yeah.
Ali also brought up that Anderson Silva failing drugs.
That was weird. Yeah.
Everyone was like, why even open that door? Because the Islam
he said Islam is better than Silva because Silva popped in a drug test.
So did Islam.
Islam did as well. Like it's just such a weird, it must have just been a lapse in his brain where he forgot.
It's so interesting, that relationship, because it's Ali and then it's Rizvan.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, Rizvan, maybe it's just like, but he has 2 managers. Maybe Rizvan's more just so, because Rizvan gets to travel all over. Obviously, Ali does not.
And then it's like, he also has like, and it's different, but Habib and Javier Mendez. And, you know, like he has like.
Well, people have been getting on Javier Mendez.
Like teams.
Javier Mendez is like
teams.
The number one meme on, not number one meme, obviously that's John Pork, but a huge talking point on Twitter right now. It's like people are saying, Javier Mendez, shut up and just hold the bags, bro. Hold the mitts.
Crazy. Like one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah, but people say that it's not him. It was Abdul, and then it was
if his
Abdul
last
his
we're
father.
talking Cormier too.
We're talking. I'm not.
If his last name ended with a V, no one would say it.
Yeah. I am.
It's because he's not as Mendez with a bunch of Russian guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he must be. Yeah.
I want to make it clear. I'm not coming at Javier Mendez. He seems like a funny guy. His foresight to start recording all of those interactions throughout the gym.
Yes.
Is amazing.
That's like the catapult of like people like kind of like falling in love with that team.
100%. Without that, these guys would have just been seen as like, oh, boring grapplers. Correct. Maybe some Habib. Obviously,
they don't show that personality in the octagon very much post fight. They don't show it a ton in the pressers.
We only saw Habib do it a few times with like Tony Ferguson when he was a little bit more funny. Obviously, the counter stuff was like real hatred.
Yeah,
but
when they're in the gym, they are pretty damn funny.
They're pretty funny all the time.
Unless you're someone like Dylan Dennis. I don't think you find him funny if you're Dylan Dennis. That was one of the main storylines leaving UFC 322.
You got a great video.
It was so much fun to film. Honestly, as soon as I saw the fight, I was like, let's go. Like, I was like frothing to start doing commentary over it. Had no idea it was Dylan Dennis till midway through the video. And then, like Dana said in the post-fight, it all like clicked in the same moment where I'm like, oh, it's Dylan Dennis against the Dagestanis. This makes sense.
All right, Dana called him the Muslim Brotherhood.
The Muslim Brotherhood, like
which is a completely like different thing.
KFC said the way he said that made it sound like they were like a WWE faction.
Yeah, a Muslim Brotherhood's like a different, like that's actually a faction of like within.
And it's not them.
That's not them. He was more saying just more like,
yes,
they're all
Muslims. All of Team Khabib, Team
Muslim brother. I couldn't believe you said that.
He was apparently showing them this video over and over again on his phone, an AI video of Islam and Ali making out.
And the photo of Islam.
It's absurd.
It's so
the photo of Islam with Mia Khalifa, which I believe is fake.
Which I am pretty sure that's fake.
I didn't
Which
know
one do
if
you
it
think
was
they're more mad about?
Probably the make out one.
Gotta be, right?
And I believe John
Gotta
Pork,
be.
from the one angle, it's hard to see, but people do think John Pork threw the first punch. He seems like thrilled about it. Like he would do it again. He didn't think they did enough. He was showing off his bloody knuckles.
They were so happy about that.
So happy. Jorge Masvidal was thrilled about it. I
think
saw
Khabib
him
was
commenting
mad.
on KFC's 1 Minute Man. I also realized in this whole saga, I got the whole John Pork origin wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I was completely, so I know the clip where he's like John Coe. People think he said John Pork to DJ. I thought when he said that, people looked at him and they were like, he does look like John Pork. I thought it was a looks thing on top of the nickname.
Let me introduce my team.
John.
This guy, John Pork.
Yeah.
And then everyone thought it was John Pork, and John Pork was already a meme.
And I got that, but I thought it was like, I thought it latched on because they were like, oh my God, he looks like John Pork.
But today he said he doesn't.
And am I crazy? I could see it.
But who's John Pork?
John
That's
Coe.
an actual meme.
Oh, you don't know John Pork?
No, just
That's why I caught on. John Pork is like this TikTok meme. It's been a big thing with like little kids. And
This
stuff.
is John Pork.
Oh,
It's like TikTok,
brain
and then it's
rot
like John Pork
Okay.
is calling you.
I got
Pick
you.
up.
And it's like John Pork. There's been a lot of John Pork memes for the past year.
Huge John Pork me. So
That's
I was
Hoopify side of TikTok.
I thought it was a double John Pork thing. It's apparently only the singular.
Yes, it's John Pork. And then
But what a superstar he is.
it's tough. He said that again today. He doesn't want to be known as it because in the religion of
Yeah.
of Islam, you never want to be known as a pig. But also, I think it's not. People aren't saying you're a pig. It's a meme.
It's
they're
a
calling-
yeah. This is
I
a
get why he
cartoon,
doesn't want.
which he
I
says in
get
the
it.
clip. It's a cartoon pig, which is just so
He started to embrace it a little bit more. I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah.
And also,
Also has Bullet in the octagon with him. The videos of him and has Bullet together where he's like asking what's in the bag. His Bullet says it's air in case someone
air.
runs out. I could give it to someone. The video of him waking up to the cappuccino.
cappuccino. Those guys love it. The coffee. Like I've never seen.
Yeah. The Starbucks. We've talked about that.
Forever.
Starbucks is
And he was
just-
like cappuccino.
yeah.
And then one of the guys, I think he used to fight in PFL and Bellator. He grabbed the chair.
Yeah, that was funny.
John Pork loved that. He took a photo of him recently and then added a GIF of someone like a wrestler with a chair.
You know, I was confused about some of the other people that they were attacking. I assume they were just people that were with Dylan Dennis.
I would have to assume so.
But like that one video, you could see like one of them gets a fucking push kick and they go back into a chair. And it made sense why once they had Dennis and they had like everyone separated, it was still kind of going. And I couldn't see what was happening, but I was like, clearly.
It was
something
so
going.
it was on where me and Jack were sitting. It was on our side.
Yeah.
So like we were 200 level first row. So I kind of like the bird's eye view, and I saw someone run and kick someone,
Yeah.
and I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
And going up, we said like you would see like a security guy just like wrangle someone up.
Yeah.
But then like another brawl would just break out. Like you would just see another guy
if it was
come over the
everyone
top and like
just
throw a punch.
Dylan, you would think that would stop once they have Dylan, but it just kept going once they had.
Because in real time, because people say, oh, it went on for, I would say in real time, it went on for like 2 full minutes.
Yes.
That they could not get it under
And
control.
that felt like
and then even the like 5 to like 7 minutes after, it's still there was like a looming air because
People are
it went on
standing
for
up over there,
everyone was still standing because like everyone was on such like high alert.
probably getting their chairs
Because
back.
it went on for so long that there still was the outpost storm
Yeah.
ruckus.
It was like
was
the
still
aftershock, the aftershock of the earth.
Yes, like, I think the people I can't imagine the people like in that vicinity must have been still just like buzzing.
It was so perfect.
Like seeing a fight in a fight in recess.
Like right
but
as
a
the
brawl.
pay-per-view was starting, so the music was like crescendoing right as the brawl was happening.
It was happening during the like what's the
the Who?
No, but who? What's the song? The
Baba O'Reilly.
No, the what's the song they always play at the beginning of the paper? If you're
It's a head. It's a head.
I know they play
Face the Pain.
Yes. That was during that song. It was like happening. So like the pay-per-view was like starting.
So funny.
And then because I said it, I was texting one of my friends throughout the event. And then I said to him, I was like, yo, like a massive melee just broke out. That was the only word I could use was melee. It's going back to melee. It was more than a brawl.
Like two of the biggest melees in UFC
was a
history.
melee.
Dylan Dennis involved.
And I said it to him, and he was like, is that what happened? He goes, they literally had it on the broadcast. Like, and he sent me he screenshot his screen of them turning around to be like, what's going on over there? It was a massive brawl breaking out between the Dagestanis and Dylan Dennis.
The shoes, of course. Unbelievable.
Worst shoes you could ever get in a fight in.
Crazy.
Ronald McDonald shoes.
I thought they were.
Why would he wear those outside anywhere?
Especially
like the amount of shit he talks, you should be ready to scrap like every time you walk outside your door.
For an Islam fight, you
have
to know.
And this is like, you're going to like.
He should have been wearing like wrestling shoes. He should have been strapped up in the Asics.
He should have been as ready to fight as Islam was. Yeah. Like you're going to fight. You're going there.
And he was making sure to walk around the fighters. It wasn't like
and he was showing them the video. I thought they were literally like Barstool sold like slippers that look like sneakers. And I thought they were those for a second. I was like, and I wouldn't put it past.
You know what's crazy? Those are probably like $1,000.
They probably are.
Yeah. Oh, but also it's more because I said the Jack. I was like, you think it was just on site? And we were thinking it was on site, and then it came out that
I did think
he's out there literally being like, "Look at you two making out on the Say Hi video."
Or Javier Mendez, he was making fun of their religion too. So and I think it was not the last straw on the camel's back. It was the 8,000th straw on the camel's back, and they were ready
throwing
to go.
Straws on the dead camel.
You know? And I mean, those are the same guys that were all like, I mean, Abu Bakr was in the original one too, and then so crazy stuff. I truly, when I heard it was Dylan Dennis, I was actually in the bathroom, and I was like, no way. And then I saw the video. I was like, oh, it's against the Dagestanis, and I had the exact reaction that Dana had when he said he was like, I know exactly. It's funny that he blamed himself. Also, good that nobody pressed charges. Yeah, it's the fight business. Go like you're kicked out now, but go away, Dylan Dennis.
Yeah,
I mean, he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Like if you're showing them videos like that, knowing their culture,
which I just
like you wanted that to happen, like you wanted to fight. It's like, no, he did it on purpose.
I don't think he cares. I mean, the guy's got his ass kicked a billion times. It's almost like he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And also, if you get your ass kicked 10-on-1, no one's gonna be like.
That's what I mean. It's almost respectable to be like, I'll get my ass kicked for the sake of a good troll.
And also
troll the hell out.
And also, he's like, I think the amount of trolling he does, he knows well enough, like. Every Joe Schmo walking around the street, he'd kick their ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like obviously the only guys kicking his ass are like
still saying
legit
he
fighters.
He had top control on Abu Bakr.
Yeah.
And he did get a lot of, as I pointed out in my video, a lot of illegal shots to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Like
John Pork?
No. Well, yeah, but like Dylan Dennis got him from John Pork. He was getting them from everyone.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's
a lot of
right
that,
towards the back of the head.
Illegal. But you had a great video, great shot. I was so glad that you got it. Obviously, it went off on all of our social accounts.
It's funny. I was sitting next to a journalist who I really like, and he went to the bathroom right before the fight happened.
Oh.
He came back, and everyone was still standing, like you mentioned. He's like, "What was going on over there? A fight?" I was like, "The fight, the biggest fight of all time." He's like, "I can't believe I missed that."
Because that's the perfect time to go to the bathroom because it
totally
Bob
was.
O'Reilly.
And it was like not only that he missed it, but like it was right in front of our face. Like it was
truly right next to the media. Like everybody, I feel like you had the best video though.
It was me and Mike Bond. We were like the two that had
sure.
him. Like, and Mike Bond is in my video. You could see him like grab his computer, make sure they didn't like spill over into that.
Did you see it kind of starting, or did it just happen?
I didn't see it starting. I think Mike Bond's video starts before mine because when I looked up, I saw him already have his phone, and I was like, "Oh shit, there must be like some commotion."
I didn't know if it was like he just crossed like a line, and they were just like, "Fuck it, let's go."
Yeah, no, I probably missed the first 10 seconds. Like
Them all watching in the hotel is pretty funny.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm trying to think them trying to set up ESPN Plus. They probably are struggling a little bit.
Brother.
It's like, brother,
what
what
is
is
authorization code?
Authorization. Like, Roku, what is this? Amazon, yeah, ESPN. Why can't we just watch?
Let's tell everyone about another one of our sponsors before we get too much further into this program, and that is Blue Chew. We love Blue Chew. Guys, enter the room dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This ain't just a supplement, it's an erection resurrection. And it's not just about performance. This is about legacy or third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know, when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. I was actually listening to a podcast this morning, walking the dog, and they started ripping through this Blue Chew ad read. And I was,
and you were just
singing along.
Yeah.
Lyric.
I was actually talking to a friend of mine who recently started at Blue Chew.
Oh, I thought you meant started taking Blue Chew.
Oh no, but this is a woman.
Gotcha.
And she was like, "Oh, would you be interested in doing anything?" I was like, "Well, I already do stuff with it for spinning back fist." And then I just said, "Enter the room, dick first," and all that. And I said, "I can give you the ad read right now." And she's like, "That is our copywriting right there, so you're not lying." So yeah, shout out to her.
And shout out to our listeners who we have a special deal for. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code SPINNIN at checkout. Pay $5 for shipping, but that's it. SPINNIN, SPINNIN. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. And then I feel like the other thing we should talk about from the card is just the title picture at 170. Pratas wins, Morales wins, Usman's in the rafters.
Usman somehow getting that.
Somehow he's being talked about. I know. Ali wants it because they're both
Islam said that would be the one he wants.
Well, also because Ali has both of them.
Of course. It's always setting it up for something.
We have this weekend. We'll talk about fights where this weekend can affect the welterweight title picture as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you just had two incredible rising stars have insane performances. I mean, Morales is that was one of those that after I've been such a Morales guy that I was like, I can't believe I bet Brady. I looked him in the face and bet Brady as a favorite. Now, me and Jack also, the second we saw those knee braces, me and Jack were like, yeah, this is done.
The same thing.
I said to Jack, I was like, listen, he's already a disadvantage size-wise, length, just reach. The last thing he needs is to be less mobile than a guy who is way more athletic and bigger and stronger and faster than him. That is a recipe for a disaster.
And we tweeted that out right away.
Instant. This wrote the raps. I was like, this is bad news.
Brady
he can't
move
the double, and he's never worn before. I don't think he's ever.
No, we looked it up. I looked up Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards versus Bilal. He's not.
I knew he had never worn them.
Yeah.
I just never visually. I could never remember one time he had worn them. And he's enough guy. You haven't even heard him talk about it. I'm sure at some point, enough time will pass. Well, he'll be comfortable. He'll do an interview and he'll say, obviously I was dealing with whatever, but Morales is that good. I don't know if it would have mattered. I mean,
he released a statement, but didn't mention anything about the knee.
No.
He's classy.
Yeah,
he's not that tight.
Excuses.
I don't think he's that tight, especially right after.
And he also I feel like you talked about in the interview with him, he handled that first loss really well and bounced back from it really well. I think he's just head down, get back to the gym, get back on track.
Yeah, that's a tough one though, because it's such a car crash and it can become even more of a car crash. I actually saw a tweet. Our guy Mitt Romney sent it to me. Islam stayed at 155. Sean Brady may be the champ at 170 right now.
Maybe
he probably would have gotten the shot again.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And looking at what obviously we know now that he had the knee wraps, but let's just say he was healthy. I feel like he could have done to JDM what he did to Leon. Very similar. Yeah. Now, who knows if they would have given him that fight, but there's an alternate reality that is very much a real thing, that Sean Brady would have been our 170 champ at the end of 2025, which is crazy. And now he's back down at the bottom of the top 10, really.
No, I said to Jack right after. I was like, he's probably all jokes aside, he might need to win 4. Yeah. I'm saying, considering and listen, You could have a big performance, jump a couple, but considering where it sits right
There's a
now,
line.
with guys like Morales, Prates, whoever's going to win this Bilal Brady or a Bilal Gary fight, I mean, it's going to be like you have 3 guys that are like firmly atop the list,
and then Shavkat's ready.
But it's a top list, and not only like merit at the stance of like the wins they just got, but also just by like star power and like fight style.
Yeah,
like everyone wants to see Morales and Prates fight.
Yep.
Gary and Bilal, not as much, but especially if like Gary wins, that's still like if Gary beats Bilal, that'll be like, oh wow, like and he beat Prates, obviously. So but I think Prates' knockout was so spectacular.
Agreed.
And he's coming off 2 like
Former
insane
too.
He's coming off 2 incredible knockouts in a row.
Yeah.
That he's gonna be a guy that could easily just like it wouldn't shock me if he just got it. If they're like, fuck it, let's do it now. Because he's older than Morales, and he probably believe in Morales' like stay power a little bit more.
Yeah.
Morales might just be the best one of them all, and we're not like comprehending it yet.
Brady, if I was Brady, I would, depending on my health, I mean, I think I'd be like, what's Shavkat's deal? That's the way you get back into it. If you beat Shavkat, you're right back in it.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that fight, maybe Shavkat's not coming back. I mean, this guy hasn't been around.
I could see them doing like even like a Prates Shavkat or something. The only thing it depends on how long he wants to, like how long Shavkat's going to still be on the sideline for.
Vince in the chat wants to see Morales Shavkat.
That would be crazy.
That too, because the thing is, obviously that night people would instantly jump to, like do Prates and Morales. Yeah. I don't think you want to do that. You have 2 incredible stars. Like if they're fighting, it should be for a title.
Agreed. You think it would be. You think, let's say Ian Gary, we'll get to that preview, takes care of Bilal this weekend, 50, 45, 49, 46, or maybe a finish that's not that spectacular. You think they would give, let's just say it's Islam Kamaru next. You think they'd be like, Ian, you really want that shot? You got to beat Morales again.
You mean beat Prates again?
No, Morales, not again. Just beat Morales.
Oh, beat Morales. No, Gary, it seems like has said yes to like almost. Now there's been a lot of the thing with Brady that Brady said Gary said no to him. Maybe there was some like talk about that, but it seems like he's been pretty like I'm down to fight anyone. And him taking Bilal would also, because that's not like a. Probably is. I mean, I guess it depends how you look at it stylistically. He is a decent sized favorite, but also Bilal's like been a dog in like all these on this run. Besides obviously losing JDM, he's been a dog in all the fights he's won.
Shavkat, where is he? I know he's the congratulations man.
He hasn't fought since December of last year of 2024.
Early 2026, he's supposed to come back. I think.
All right,
I don't know.
And the win was like, I mean, he beat Gary obviously, and Gary's really good. Like it's a good win. But when you talk about like performance wise, like. He had his back taken the whole 5th round.
Yeah.
He won essentially like a 48-47 type decision over Gary. Like I think he needs one to get back. Like I think Shavkat he definitely needs to go get one. Like him getting the title shot would be insane.
Yeah. With
like the activity everyone's had. You got a guy like Prates who's fought like 3-4 times this year and had insane performances in all of them but one.
And Islam does want to fight on the White House card. He said Donald Trump open up the White House. I'm coming. Which was a really good line.
It was a good line. Also, this is random and unrelated, but Smitty in the chat just pointed it out. I went to Twitter to confirm it. He said, did Kai Kara-France get removed from the rankings today? Random but weird.
Yeah, bizarre.
He did. Yeah.
He's not in the top 15 anymore.
What's going on there?
Not sure. He clearly would be based on just like standing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Maybe he's moving up, down.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's no down.
No down, sorry.
And I don't think he's moving up. He's small. Like he's not even a huge 125.
Could he be retiring?
Yeah. Maybe.
Is his contract up? Maybe they're in negotiations. No, because he wasn't removed from the database.
Yeah,
because we would have gotten fighter removed.
True.
No, it's bizarre. I don't really understand why.
Mackenzie Dern, count your days.
Oh man.
Yeah, Whaley
coming back.
Whaley, that was Shevchenko was the best bet of the night.
Yeah,
but
domination never.
Yeah, it went. That was when I feel like it went kind of how I thought, basically how I thought it would. Like. Yeah. She's just too big, too strong. And Whaley's going to go do what just happened to her. Like, she's going to do that to Dern, but probably worse. Probably a finish even. Or like a dominant victory, I think.
Yeah.
Because she'll be a much better.
Dern is tough, but I think
she'll be a much better striker. I guess it won't go the same way. I don't think she just holds her down for 5 rounds, but.
I think she could.
Yeah, I think she could too. I think she could beat Dern a lot of different ways.
That's a nightmare matchup for Dern, just in general. I mean, Dern's matchups are kind of limited as is. Zhang would be Yeah, that really goes to show that that 10-pound jump there is a lot. And Shevchenko really, although it was boring, I mean, there's a discussion to say she's the women's MMA GOAT.
Yeah. It was funny to see too the dynamic like flipped where co-main event you go, wow, weight classes are there for a reason. And then the main event you go, maybe not.
It was very interesting because everybody was booing Shevchenko.
I thought that was weird too. Like I said that to a couple of guys around me in the like media area where it's like, why do people not like her? Just because her fights aren't the most exciting? She's not finishing people.
I think it's a lot more. I don't want to call them casual fans. It's more just fans that love a Carlos Prates, which everyone does.
Like they went bananas for Wei Li.
I know the Wei Li
was like I was shocked.
I was saying that's the most beloved Chinese woman in the history of the United States. I think
she might be. Yeah,
I can't think of anybody else.
She's just very likable.
She just totally is the way she said, "How you doing?"
That's what he said. How you doing? Like the way she's just funny. Like she's just very funny. Honestly, very like.
I think Shevchenko is very likable as well.
Me too.
She doesn't have like she just has. Wei Li just has a little more like charm to her.
That's fair.
Maybe.
Like she just has this like bubbly energy where Shevchenko she's the bullet.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, she's the bullet.
Energy. Yeah.
And she's not willing to take risk for like the finish. Like
true.
She just like secures the win.
Yeah.
Which is and also like going off of Jackson too, like you have a bunch of people who paid like $1,000 to see these fights. They just saw 4 insane KOs in a row. Now it's a lay and pray for 5 rounds. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And they got 10 rounds of it.
But they didn't really boo Islam that much.
No,
I mean he's a star, massive star.
Yeah, crazy pop. The first time they showed him on screen, we'd like text each other at the same exact time, like, "Oh my god, that pop!"
Also, did you see his numbers on his post-fight speech?
No, crazy.
They're crazy. They're more than Ilya and Poton. He may be number 1. I mean, maybe Hamzat's number 1, but I think he may be number 1.
He might be. He might be worldwide.
Massive. He took over New York.
Yeah.
I tweeted that out. Everyone's like, well, yeah, Zoran's your mayor.
I mean, there was a like 8-year-old next to me wearing the fuzzy hat.
New York is a Muslim country.
Yeah,
Dana said?
I think that's what he said. Yeah, it's pretty much a Muslim country now.
A Muslim country now. Has Bullet in the octagon with the DoorDash bag again. The pictures of him that people tweeted of him with the hood up, with the phone, like taking a picture when they're like, when your DoorDash driver has to take a picture to confirm. Oh, the funniest meme I saw all week.
Yeah, no, he just really pops up twice a year and gives us a few memes and then just goes back to Pakistan.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot if it was an Islam takedown or what it was, but the video of Scataboo, it just made me laugh. So it was
during bonus.
Woo! That's what it was. He took him down. He's like, just hear a woo. Literally just what he does around the Giants facility on like a Tuesday.
And then he gets into a scuffle on Monday Night Raw last night too.
Yeah.
Just been enjoying MSG.
So funny.
Before we go any further, let's remind everyone about our final sponsor of the day. That is DraftKings. DraftKings, we love. They're an official sports betting partner of not only Barstool Sports, but the NBA. NBA season is in full swing. Stars are going off. Rookies are making noise, and the action doesn't stop. Get in on all of the action at DraftKings Sportsbook. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings is live when others aren't. So you're always in the game when it matters most. No wonder it's the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Bet your favorite player props all game long. And don't miss out on the Emirates NBA Cup. It's rolling along. Big moments, big matchups, and a whole lot on the line. Don't miss out. Jump in and bet on the action today. That's like the midseason tournament?
Yeah. End season tournament. Yep.
New customers, bet just $5 and get $200 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BACKFIST. That's code BACKFIST. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Shout out DraftKings, code BACKFIST.
Yeah, shout out DraftKings. Huge week ahead. We're in that point of the season where it's a sports equinox. NHL, NBA, college football, NFL. We have a few more UFC cards. And we're looking forward to doing it all on DraftKings as we do every single week, every single day for some.
Do we want to get into the card? UFC Qatar? We ready?
Yeah, this is a pretty decent card. Obviously, the top.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
The top is pretty good. And then we have some interesting prospects throughout.
Yeah. All right, let me pull up the DraftKings odds. We mentioned DraftKings. We're going to be betting on the fights via DraftKings.
Starting early too.
Yeah, is it at 10:45 a.m.?
Yep.
Start time. With Nicholas Dalby versus Saigid.
The first fight's actually, it's not on DraftKings yet. Denzel Freeman against
Marek Bulho.
It's not up on
Bulo.
DK yet, but I really like Denzel Freeman, and I feel like he's going to get a finish. This feels like a Dana White's Contender Series fight. The guy that he's fighting, go look up his Tapology. The guy hasn't gotten past the second minute of the first round. He's also, you look at these cards, you expect them to be, it's a big time heavyweight from the middle. He's from Poland. This guy's not like, he's just, I don't even know why
they said that was so disrespectful to Poland. Just like, I know it wasn't, but you had this disappointment in your voice.
This is not some prospect from the Middle East that is they're putting on Qatar to get the fans there. No, this guy's from Poland.
Fucking Poland.
And he gets a lot of first round finishes, but Denzel Freeman was an NAIA wrestling champ. I think he gets a finish. The under 1.5 is going to be juiced too, but yeah, round 1 inside the distance. I really like Denzel Freeman. Great name too. Maybe it's just because you're combining Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman, but I love the name Denzel Freeman. He's an American.
It's an American ass name. And then the Dalby fight we have against the debuting Saigid. Woo, this is a tough one. Izagakmaev.
He's part of that crew, the Dagestani crew.
Yeah.
He hasn't fought in 3 years.
Oh, really?
He was in 1 championship.
How do you get signed after not fighting for 3 years, where some guys have to go through the Contender Series and then it's
the
like
1 championship aspect?
Yeah.
Specifically with contracts, they know. RDR's talked about this, where you kind of get lost in the shuffle. There's not really a lot of opponents for you.
We talked about that.
And
he's Northcutt.
Yeah, and he's in the Dagestani Nurmagomedov school, and so it's going to be an interesting fight. I've seen some love for Nicholas Dalby.
The lines come down a little bit.
Yeah, and I think Dalby will give him a tough spot, but I don't know. I think Dalby's almost. We saw him get knocked out by Randy Brown. He got knocked out in the camp before that for training for Randy Brown. I think he's getting to that point where he's a little bit washed. But here's the thing: Nicholas Dalby, round 2, round 3 is always worth a shot, maybe. But
it's plus 250 money line, yeah.
If you like Dalby, I don't blame you, but this is definitely the toughest opponent for the debuting guy.
Then we've got Nurolo Aliev versus Shamrock. Shamrock plus 225. Aliev minus 278.
The beginning of this card, I almost feel the same about Dalby, different fighting styles, but where like I want to take the dogs and these big dogs in these spots, but then you realize like who you're betting against and where you're betting against them, and it makes it feel difficult.
Yeah,
but the lines have come down big on like Dalby and Shamrock.
Shamrock is
they both were close to like 300, and they're down to like
Shamrock's Patty's
like
boy
225. Yeah,
such an unreal name.
Patty and Shamrock arrived today with Blaze. Blaze, he posted on his story. Shamrock's a interesting guy, Cage Warrior. No, KSW. I think he also fought in Cage Warriors too. But he's a BJJ guy. Octagon. Sorry. He's a BJJ guy. The only thing is, I think Aliev's this not Turkestan Eagle. He calls himself the Eagle. And yeah,
you can't really do that.
Can't really do that. But he calls himself the Turkestani Eagle, I believe. I think they're just going to have a lot of takedowns. They're both shitty at striking. I want to get to Shamrock, but I can't. I don't know why. I want a little bit more return on the dollar, but I don't think I'm going to get it. If I had to bet, I would bet Shamrock, but his striking's not great. And I think Aliev could just take him down. But if the submission number is decent for Shamrock, I may take a stab 5-1.
Yeah, I kind of I think Dalby's live. I think he's live. Definitely.
Also, Aliev is a guy that has shown himself slow down a little bit late in fights. So maybe even a Shamrock round 3.
Then we've got Ismail Nardiev versus Ryan Loader. Ryan Loader plus 110. Nardiev minus 130. Close fight here. Neither we seen a ton from Ryan Loder. We've only seen, like,
He
a
was
fight or
on
two.
he won the Ultimate Fighter.
It beat Valentine, right?
Yeah, he's a really good wrestler,
That's
but
right,
he
the
just
Man of
doesn't
Steel.
have a lot other than that. Like he hasn't looked great in fights when he's had to strike, but Nardiev, like his striking's decent, but I don't think it's like anything. Like I think Loder has a chance to definitely like get takedowns, and like if he can like last early and it goes later into the fight, I think he definitely can just like impose his wrestling and like physicality and cardio.
I took Ryan Loder plus 130 on Sunday night. My issue with him, why I don't love it, is that's a tough flight. I think he's from California. You got to go all the way to Qatar. It's a different type of atmosphere out there.
He just lost to Azamat, got knocked out in the first round too.
Yeah. The thing with Nardiev is I don't think he has Azamat's power.
Yeah.
Nardiev, I think Nardiev just lost.
Though?
What?
Think he's better than Azamat?
Nardiev, no.
Yeah, no.
I think Azamat would kill him.
Okay.
In my opinion, at least. But Nardiev, we just saw him against Jung Young Park. Really weird fight because there was a weird stoppage, and then like I think he need Jung Young Park. It was very weird. I think multiple people had points taken in that fight.
It was weird. Yeah, it was a weird fight.
But I think Loder
Park was dominating though the second, third round.
I think Loder can impose a very similar game plan to Jung Young Park. Nardiev's not great at grappling. He does grapple, but I think Loder will just be better. I think he'll take him down, and I think he'll just repeatedly take him down. I liked him. I think it's a 50-50 fight, if not a little bit more in the favor of Loder. Although where it's taking place, it's almost like home field advantage is given to Nardiev. So I'll give it a 50-50 fight, but plus 130, I really like Loder.
Then we've got Alexandria Taporia versus Bekzat Almakhan. Almakhan minus 108, Taporia minus 112. Pretty much a pick 'em here.
I kind of like Almakhan.
Yeah,
I think he's not bad. The Taporia, like I think he's decent. I mean, he has the one he beat Colby Thickness, who's like whatever.
Yeah.
I think Melkon's pretty good. Bex. I know he fought Umar in his debut and he hurt him actually, and then ended up losing. But I mean, everyone does to Umar pretty much besides fucking Marab.
Yeah.
Yeah, his striking's pretty good, and I don't know if Taporia is gonna be able to hold him down the same way that that Umar was. I like Akamat.
I bet Taporia.
Almakhan, I mean.
Taporia plus 100. I think he's just going to be a little bit bigger than him in there. He's going to be a little bit better. I think he's going to be more athletic, and I think he'll be able to get the takedowns on him. I don't think Taporia is going to be even close to his brother, but I do think he's a decent fighter, and I like him here in a fight that I see that he wins, in my opinion, 60% of the time, 55 to 60% of the time. So I took him plus 100. I think, what's he at now?
Pick him like minus 110.
Yeah. All right, so yeah.
Will Ilya be in his corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
So we'll have to keep an eye on if anything happens with Ilya and Patty.
Yeah.
But I don't blame you, but I think
I mean, Ilya might be next for Islam. Like he might be going up straight up to 170. Who knows?
It's going to be interesting to see. I think it's a round 1 KO for Azamat or Azakat would be possible in my opinion, but if that doesn't happen, I think Taporia kind of just takes over late.
Then we've got Horiguchi versus Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov minus 205. Horiguchi plus 170.
I put Ulanbekov in a parlay with Ian Gary.
I like that.
I put him at, I got him at minus 190. Still like him. I think it's a levels fight. Tagir sometimes fights close, but I think this is a fight made for him.
Yeah.
I think his striking will reign supreme. I also think he can get a submission. I just think he's levels above him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just Horiguchi's old. Also, in those like small weight classes, old is not good.
And he hasn't really fought that much.
No, he hasn't. Like he got knocked out stupid by Pettis. I mean, that was years ago, but because he hasn't really fought that much since then.
Tagir's quick.
He is. He's long for the weight. He's tall for the weight class. Long.
So yeah, I put him in a parlay with Ian, who we'll talk about later.
Then the biggest favorite of the night, the minus 1350 favorite, Abdul Rahman Yakhyaev. Maybe that's right.
Yeah.
Anything to say about this one? Is there? I mean,
Yeah, I
smokes.
don't think there's a total yet, but if the under 1.5 is anything under like minus 200,
It's not. It's minus 315.
I
I think Yakiev rolls him in the round.
Yeah.
I mean, not a hot take. I just think he's so much better.
maybe if his round 1 number is
Sirkari is plus 800 if you like him.
So, because I was saying this to Jack, I think Yakiev is what people think Suzarkayev is.
Interesting.
Like, I think Yakiev is the better like prospect. But people like love Suzarkayev.
Yeah.
He has all the hype behind him. I think Yakiev's really good.
Then right on to the next one. Bogdangrad versus Luke Riley. Bogdangrad plus 220. Luke Riley minus 270. Who was the last guy we saw Luke Riley fight? I don't remember that.
This is his debut.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
He's a big Patty guy, right?
Patty guy.
Oh, that's why I know the name.
He's been a big time Cage Warriors guy for a while.
Yes.
That they've been wanting to get in the UFC.
Oh, yeah. Have I met him?
This is a tough fight for his first fight, too.
I think he knocks him out.
You think he knocks out Bogdan?
Yeah.
Grad's, I'm such a fan of him as like if you're just a blood, guts, violence guy, like Grad's your guy. Like, you want a guy that, what?
Yeah, I don't blame you. He's awesome.
I'm not, I don't even know if I'm betting him because I think Riley's just like sharper and probably hits harder. Like, some of his highlights are crazy. Grad's, he's just like a tough out. Like, I just think, but I was saying, we've seen him be hurt like early on by guys who aren't good. He just is like warrior spirit.
Yeah.
But he's also the kind of guy like he can weather the storm, and like if you don't have that cardio to like put up with it, he can kind of drown you. But I don't blame anyone taking Riley. Like, I think Riley's the better like prospect, better like
I may look at that
higher ceiling
number because I do think with the minus 270, I don't know how much of this fight gets to a decision that makes or that Luke Riley looks amazing in. I think
that's my like slight fear
because I think Bogdangrad could really finish him late. What's the total at right now?
It's 1.5. Over 1.5 is minus 215.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe I would even consider an under 2.5. Maybe fight doesn't go minus 150 range because I'll see what the inside the distance is with Luke Riley, or I just take Luke Riley. I really think he's good. I think he's sharp, man. His highlights are crazy. Blaze has said really, really good things about him, and Blaze has been pretty honest to me about other guys in his gym. Sometimes he's not honest about like their opponents at points where he's like this. He thinks Ilya Topuria is not a top 15 fighter, but outside of Luke Riley, he was like, no, this guy's the goods. And I'm interested to see how he does because I agree with that. It's a really, really
it's a tough debut fight. A guy that's 2-0 in the UFC, and that's
still a tough flight from England to Qatar. That's not an easy adjustment. So this is a tough fight for him, but it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to see him fight.
How do you feel about Almabayev versus Alex Perez? Alex Perez plus 170.
Yeah, Alex Perez always catches my eye. Like I think he's really damn good.
I was thinking that
he's dangerous. Like when he's on,
and I'm not a can Amballayev wrestle fuck him? I don't know.
I've been seeing tweets. I mean, that kill Alex Perez, and I don't really agree with.
I mean, that's his path. It's just if he can get takedowns and sustain them. Because if it's standing on the feet Almabayev's hands aren't bad, but I think Perez is definitely the more like dangerous fighter on the feet. Definitely more knockout power, all that, and I think just probably a better, sharper striker.
This is also one. I mean, I think Almabayev is from Kazakhstan, so it's still like a decent. I don't know where he trains out of, but Perez I think has to come over from America, so it's a tough spot. But plus 170 has caught my eye. I haven't bet it.
Then I think we're onto the main card now. Yeah, that should be the first fight of the main card. So then we have Sergey Spivak versus Shamil Gaziev. Legend fight right here. Gaziev minus 135. Spivak plus 114.
This is another just very interesting. Like Shamil's definitely the better striker, but I feel like Spivak, when I thought that this is like the guys that really like style on him, it's because they're like more athletic and just move better, like guys like Aspinall and like Gon and like Shamil's not that guy, but at the same time, like is he gonna be able to just like take down Shamil?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if he's not, then like Shamil's gonna win on the feet. I think. I feel like I don't have a great read on it because I feel like it just comes down to simply like can Spivak get that going. I kind of lean more towards Shamil, but
I bet Spivak plus 120. Obviously, it's gone down a little bit. So like I'm here. I think it's a 50-50 fight with a huge upside for both guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'd rather have the dog here. I think Spivak's a really, really good fighter that can survive on the feet enough to really get those takedowns going. Obviously, if he can't, he's fucked.
He held himself on it pretty well on the feet with Waldo.
Waldo, that's what I was gonna say. So, and that was a pretty close fight. So, and like if we're thinking
Spivak at the dog money is probably the side.
And I think Spivak, like, also Spivak's an athletic wrestler. Like he can get in on and get some takedowns, and he's dangerous on top.
Very dangerous on top.
And Gaziev is a striker, and like Gaziev obviously he is powerful, but I don't see Gaziev one-shotting Spivak here. Spivak's been in there with the much better level of competition. So I like Spivak here, especially at dog money. If the line was flipped, I wouldn't like him. But I really like him at plus 120, plus 114, plus 110. You get in there, and I think Spivak's a guy that fights for your money every time. I like him.
Then we've got Jack the Joker Hermanson versus Mick Tebek Oral By.
This is bizarre, bro.
One of the like crazier bookings. A former 185er and former 155er, both have not just both coming off 155 and 185, fighting each other. Where the 155 guys are minus 250
minus 250. Yeah,
but Hermanson, I just don't, because I don't know. This just feels like I never would a million years would have imagined this match.
No. Hermanson is coming off one of the more brutal KOs we saw this year.
Ever. Yeah, I mean
that worked
nasty KO.
And it was in July.
It wasn't long enough.
June. Yeah,
that's not too long ago.
What is Oral By via KO?
Is it?
I don't think props it's out yet.
No, not yet.
I was considering
because he fought at the end. He fought at the end of the summer and missed weight, obviously.
Yeah. And then he called for the belt, and Dana was like, get your weight in check first, bro."
Yeah.
What's the under here?
Under 2.5 plus 140.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna really like Oral By and set the distance, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menefield. Volkan Oezdemir minus 225. Menefield plus 185. Boring, but I do think Oezdemir gets it done. Probably decision win. Like
I like Oezdemir just because I think he kind of could style on Menefield.
Yeah,
like I think he's the better striker. I think he's probably more. Menefield definitely throws hard too, but
I don't think he's gonna knock Oezdemir out.
I think Oezdemir could definitely knock Menefield. I mean, I really think they both can knock each other out. They're just
I was considering the under a little bit, but
that's kind of what I think Oezdemir can knock him out. Like that's under 2.5 is minus 154.
The only thing with Alonzo, I can't get that fight out of my mind against what's his name?
Olberg?
No, that tall ass motherfucker.
Oh, Julius Walker.
Yeah, like the fact neither of them died, and they got like that was the craziest fight goes the distance I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
They both seemed like they were dead after round one, and then they were both dead throughout the entire fight.
They both just like laid on each other on the cage.
However, I love Oezdemir. I would take him here if I was forced, but I think the play may be under. But Oezdemir, I mean, he's coming off a KO victory. No. Is he?
He knocked out Johnny Walker.
That's what it was.
But I think he
or Olberg was the last one, right?
Who, Oezdemir?
Oh yeah, he lost to Olberg.
It was Walker then Olberg last year.
Oh yeah, this is his first fight in the year. I don't know why.
Yeah,
that Olberg fight was so like forgettable.
It was.
I mean, Volkan's still 36 at this weight class is still relatively like in your prime.
Yeah. Co-main event, 3 rounds. I was a little surprised this didn't become 5. Bilal Muhammad versus Ian Machado Gary. Ian is minus 270. Bilal plus 220. The over 2.5 minus 315. This is such a fascinating fight. And I think I lean Ian Gary, but plus 220 Bilal in a 3-round fight has me very intrigued, I guess.
Ian Gary at minus 270?
Minus 270.
All right, I got him at minus 225.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a tough matchup for Bilal.
Yeah.
Especially in a 3-round. Like, I just think Gary, when it's on the feet, Gary's going to style on him. And I think that Bilal will have a tough time, like getting inside, like taking him down, like holding him down.
I think he will.
Like Gary's so, I mean, he's so tall, he's so long.
Shavkat really.
He's a better striker. That's what I'm saying. Like I think there's a chance he like styles on Bilal just on
the 3 rounds. Just
I think he could,
in terms of like
I
if
think
he gets taken down, that could be a round like that.
I think even Gary KO plus 400 is like intriguing.
Why I disagree with that, Robbie, is I think Ian will get back up, and he's shown us that he can get back up and not like Bilal's not this special finisher by any means, but he's
not at all the opposite
at all. And I just don't think he would choke out Ian Gary. And Ian's really, ever since he went to Brazil, I think he's really upped his game.
Yeah.
And also looking at, I've said this to me while we were sitting up there after Prates, and he said this, how good is Ian Gary?
I know
he may be just really, really, really damn good. And because of the stigma behind him and all of that, and him kind of being cringe, everyone kind of forgets it.
Yeah.
But I think this could just be a very simple 30-27, 30-26. He heard some Bilal's tough, but who knows? I mean, Bilal shocked us before. No one would have predicted his performance against Leon Edwards. But even Leon, I mean, we've kind of seen him go down a little bit since then. I put Ian in that parlay with Tagir.
And then I'm going to intro the main event. Then I got to get out of here. I didn't realize I got people waiting on me out there. Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. Tsarukyan minus 535. Dan Hooker plus 400. Unfortunately, I would love to see Dan Hooker shock the world here. I think Arman's got this one in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, he should win for sure.
You're Robbie.
Peace out, Bob. Yeah, I mean, no, he's plus 140 by knockout. I was curious if just his inside the distance. He's minus 150 inside the distance. I mean, Dan's so tough, but you've also seen him like in some of these wrestling spots with Islam, where granted, like it's Islam, but like seeing him get just like completely ragdolled and like just, I mean, Kamared inside 3-4 minutes. I don't know if Arman does that, but I think Arman's also like sneaky, like athletic and like moves well. I love Dan Hooker. Like I will be rooting my ass off for Dan Hooker. Like I just think it's unless he's able to just stay on the feet and like he's able to like, I think he's going to need to have moments like kind of like he did against Jalen Turner, where Jalen Turner was a little different because he had the one where he almost like finished him. But I think he's going to need to have, or even against like Gamrot, who's able to like sneak out a win. Like you got to drop him in a round or two. Like he's going to have to find a way to like steal moments, have like big moments that like steal rounds. Cause I think he's going to lose minutes. But I also think he could just get like finished.
Yeah, I can't really envision him winning this.
I mean, it's hard. It's like he'd have to pull off a couple like crazy, or just like find a knee up the middle or something like
have
crazy.
To hurt him, but it's Arman. We've never really seen Arman really in those situations.
Joaquim Silva just dropped him, I remember, and like early, and then he ended up finishing him.
Yeah, I guess the Joaquim Silva.
But that was like one time. Like I pulled
Gamrot
one for like his whole career.
Gamrot, that's not how the style that Gamrot showed in that fight. We're not going to see from Hooker. But Hooker's pulled some performances not out of his ass, just more so you watch and you sit there and think, oh my God, how is he doing this? And then you just remind yourself it's Dan Hooker. The issue with Arman is you can stuff 5 takedowns in a row. He's just going to keep coming. Yeah. And I don't think his striking's that bad either.
No, it's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's hard to, like I said, I'll be rooting for Dan Hooker very hard. It's just hard to it's hard to envision his path. Like I said, I think he's gonna have to make some shit happen.
I don't have any thought on a play here either. I don't think I'm gonna bet it.
Like if you put a gun to my head and said like, what do I think's gonna happen? I think it's Tsarukyan probably finds a finish at some point.
Yeah,
whether it's like on top or he's able to get a choke or something. But I mean, it's hard to like. Hooker's such a tough. It's weird because he had that moment where people were questioning like the kind of chin he had. He's had the ultimate like comeback chin of like the century, where he went like Chandler into fucking.
He got knocked out by somebody else,
by Arnold Allen, which was like he didn't get like, but he got hurt, but he was going out at 145, and then the Poirier fight, kind of like even though it was such a war and he honestly had great moments in it. That fight, I think that fight took him like a year or two to like almost get over physically. The footage of him at the end of that fight and like after it was like scary. How crazy of a war that was. Now he was kind of like the nail. Definitely the nail the last like few rounds.
The fact
before he got the better.
I watched it back recently. I think on Sunday I was watching the fact he hit or ate that head kick from Jalen Turner.
Insane, preposterous.
It doesn't make any sense to me because it landed perfectly.
Preposterous.
And Jalen Turner, very hard hitter.
And then almost killed Turner, like insane. And
that's why I don't blame anybody for taking Hooker. It's just,
but then the Gamrot, like you saw, like a like very like equal-ish. At least we saw them go head to head, and it was very close. The grappling exchanges with Sarukian and Gamrot, and he was able to, which a lot of people didn't love that decision. And he was a big dog. Hooker was, but he did like the one, he dropped him in the one round, so that kind of got him the round, and then he was able to stuff takedowns and like win minutes on the feet, which I think Sarukian's I think Sarukian, it's weird because he lost to him, but even the versions of now, like I think he's much better than Gamrot is.
Yeah, that night there's some special nights that we've seen throughout the history of the UFC. Gamrot versus Sarukian, that night Gamrot was on a different level. Obviously, still massive respect to Gamrot, but we've never seen him close to that level since. And maybe it was the matchup, but
the grappling exchanges were just like elite as it gets, it felt like.
And to think that that's the same guy that, in all respect to Bronx, but he kind of just got, there was no even fighting back against
Bronx mauled him.
Yeah,
mauled him.
And we saw Charles against Armin and how Armin handled him, but
close fight. But fight. No, but he won a lot of minutes for sure. He won most of the minutes.
Yeah, obviously Charles had that moment at the end of the first.
And he had the one that was what won him the first round. And then he kind of had the choke that people thought was close, but it like wasn't that close at the end. That made it a split, I think. Where Armin went limp, and a lot of people thought he went out, but it was like just like a defensive strategy.
It was when he was like,
he had him in that, in that like
on the front choke, right?
And then he kind of went limp, but it was him like they say get flat. All the people that are like jiu-jitsu people were like, no, they teach you like when you get in one to go flat because he can't get the angle on you.
All right, guys, that was great. Obviously, we won't be back next week. We'll be back after Thanksgiving. Shout out to all you guys who watched, supported, liked, subscribed throughout UFC 322 week and this week. Like, comment, subscribe right now.
Great card. Great card following a great card.
Yeah. Let us know your favorite play on this card in the comments, and anything else. Comment. We'll comment back. And yeah, share the show. We're always trying to grow it. And everyone who's been here since the start's amazing. But if you're a new fan, please let us know. We welcome everybody and shout out everybody. And this should be a good card. Saturday, early start.
Early morning before college football starts.
There's not many fights left this year, so enjoy them while you still can. And hopefully there's some good fights on Saturday morning into the afternoon.
Yeah, this and then 323.
323.
And there's like one card after that. And then
Royval Cap, right?
Yeah.
Or Cop.
No, well, there's the after 323, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
That's the year.
See ya.